What's going on, everybody? It's your boy here, would you blow me? Making this little video. I meant to make this a little while ago, just didn't have the time. So since I can't ride today, it's raining, I figured I'd take the time out, make a little video for these two helmets. There's not a whole lot online when pitting these two helmets against each other for guys that are looking to buy either one. There's a few in other languages. I don't speak that shit, so it didn't really help me. Probably won't help you either if you're watching mine. But yeah, so this should help you kind of give you a better idea of what to expect when you buy either one of these helmets. So this would be the Shoei X14 or Spirit 3 in some other countries, and this is the AGV, the Pista, the RR. This is the carbon version, the glossy carbon. So when I was looking to buy this helmet, I looked online. Like I said, there wasn't really a whole lot out there other than the ones people trying to sell you the helmets, you know, not really breaking down the helmets of which one, you know, the pros and cons of either helmets, you know, of what they liked about them or whatnot, or how they functioned. So we'll start with this one. I've been wearing Shoei helmets, Shoei, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I've been wearing them for years. I started with a X12, which was the earlier version of this one, the one before this, and I actually love that helmet. I don't know if you remember the X12 helmets. Had a little spoiler back here, a little thing. It's pretty cool. That's what sold me on it. You know, I like dumb shit like that. But these two are the two newest ones that I have. I have a few. This one's the Daijiro. One in the back is the Marquez, the Concept Black. I think it's Marquez 5 or something like that. Cool ass helmet. You know, both for my bikes or whatever. But anyways, so the X14. This is the so-called, I guess, race version of the RF 1200. I don't really know why they compare those two or say that this one is the race version, you know, because the only thing that they share is a visor. Other than that, they don't have the same sizes or anything else. You can't use the pads on the inside. You can't really share shit but the visor. But anyways, let me pop this open. So these helmets, if you get the plain versions, which is I think the white, the matte black, and the glossy black, run you about $730. Graphics will run you about $890 and up. I've seen some now. I think they're like mid 900s or just getting ready to touch the $1,000 mark. There's a few new ones coming out for 2020. But I don't know, whatever. You can figure that out on your own. But anyways, so what I like about these helmets, I don't know the exact weight to them, but I can tell you that it's very, very light for me. You know, I have spinal issues. I had neck fusion, so I can't be wearing these helmets where my shit will be bobbing around like a little bobblehead out there on the streets when I'm riding around high speeds or whatever, because, you know, I'll just tear my neck up. I can't be having that. These helmets are actually very aerodynamic. I've been up to 212 with them, and the helmet is like very, very stable. You know, obviously these helmets, you know, either one of these helmets, they're designed for you to be in a tuck. You know, if you spend a lot of time in the tuck or whatever, you do a lot of high speed riding, whatnot, you know, these are the helmets for you. It's got some spoilers, you know, whatever. You know, I ain't too much of a technical guy. I ain't try to sit here and fucking blow your mind with all my technical mojo bullshit, but basically it's a nice looking helmet. It's very comfortable. I've had it on, you know, been out there for like 5-6 hours, sometimes all day, all night, you know, with the helmet on, and never had a problem. My neck never hurt. I never experienced like that wind buffeting where my head was just like moving around. You know, I'm looking like Michael J. Fox on my motorcycle and shit like that. Very stable helmets. It flows a lot of air. It's got a bunch of whole bunch of shit here to let air in, to vent the air and stuff like that. The visors, I buy all the aftermarket ones. I don't really care for the ones that Shoei sells. They're $65. I like my visors tinted. I like colors. I like them dark. You know, Shoei doesn't really offer that. Shoei, what I keep switching back and forth. They don't really offer that. So you can pick these up for like 55, 60 bucks. You know, a couple bucks less than their brand, you know, but you get to pick a better variety. Like I said, it moves a lot of air, you know, but if you tilt the helmet down or you tilt your head down, you'll actually get more air into the helmet. So never really had an issue with that. Sweating, I mean, it's hot here in Houston anyway, so I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, but I've never had an issue with it, like where I felt like my head was cooking inside a helmet or whatever, with some of these other older helmets that I used to wear, you know, other brands and whatnot. But overall, really good helmet. Track guys use this. Guys who do a lot of high speed riding, they'll pick it up. You know, it's a sharp looking helmet. You know, it's just a good, I guess, more affordable high-end helmet, you know, if you had to say, because it's pretty much the top of the line one that Shoei offers. Now for the Pista RR, this one is basically what they say is it's a race replica, which is the double R moniker or whatever. I say Valentino Rossi wears this one, or whoever wears AGV out there on MotoGP. This is the exact helmet that they wear. And yo, you gotta pay a lot of money for this helmet. I ain't gonna lie, it's fucking expensive. You know, the things that are good about it, that shit is like crazy light. This right here, this little spoiler, a lot of guys who do a lot of road racing, they want this helmet because this thing, the faster you go, the better this helmet works. I'll put it to you like that. You know, you could just look at it, you look at the shape of it, it's designed to like literally just cut the air. You know, the only bad points to this helmet is basically you can't, the helmet doesn't either go, it doesn't lock in multiple positions like other helmets do, like the Shoei does. It's either all the way up or it goes down. You know, there's a little, it locks one to kind of let air in, or it shuts all the way down. That's the kind of shitty part, but I guess when you're, you know, racing, it doesn't really matter. You're not looking for it to be cracked open halfway or whatnot. The other thing is these ventilation ports, they're either open or they're closed. It actually comes with like little rubber inserts for you to block them off, you know, so I guess if it's cold out or whatever, you know, plug that shit up, call it a day. Hope you don't lose them for the summertime. The helmet itself, it's a bad fucking helmet, and I ain't gonna lie. You know, the shape of it shit looks intimidating as fuck. You know, the carbon fiber, you know, who don't like carbon fiber? You know, this thing moves a lot of air. When I tell you, you know, those little ports right here that are open, those little vent ports, that thing moves a lot of air inside that helmet. It's crazy. I was riding around at 60 miles an hour, and it's like I had a little fan on inside my head. It's badass. The only thing is, like I said, you're gonna pay for it. There's no aftermarket visors for it whatsoever, so you're just gonna have to bend over and take it from AGV on their visors. If you want a tinted visor, expect to pay around $110 to $140 for their visors. There's no transitional ones out there. This one that I got is the blue one. I don't know, it just looks badass. I got pretty much every color visor there is. I don't have a blue one yet. so I figured I'd just get one for this. They make a dark one, supposedly like cuts 80% of the light. I mean, I don't need to ride around like I'm got my eyes closed or whatnot, but this is it's a bad motherfucker, man. Is it comfortable? Yes. Would I wear it all day? Probably not. You know, it has a very race feel to the fit, so it's tight around your head. But like I said, this is like more of a race helmet. These two helmets are often compared to one another. I'm not really sure why, because this is not a race only helmet, where this is considered a race only helmet and not so much of a street helmet. So I'm not really sure why people compare these two together, but if you're really looking for the top of the line for either brand, these are the two that are always compared. You know, I know AGV makes some real nice helmets that are up in the $1,000 mark also, but I hate the shape of them. They look like bowling balls to me. I don't want to ride around looking like I got a little beach ball on top of my head. So AGV's not even a factor for me. So it was these two. So basically, like I said, they both have their functions. You can't really compare the two to each other, you know, as far as what they're used for. You know, if it's within your means to buy the helmet, like, yeah, I'd say go for it. You know, this one is actually the cheaper one out of all the double R's. They got all the versions. Says R over here in red. A whole bunch of Valentino Rossi shit going on over there. And I don't ride a Yamaha. I don't want to look like a Rossi fanboy, so I don't really give a shit about all that. To me, this is nice. It's clean, simple, does the job. It's carbon fiber. Who the fuck don't like that? This one, you know, if this one is more affordable, this one is more in your range, you know, because like I said, the solid ones do the exact same things that the ones with graphics do. So it's a little bit more affordable, but it's probably a better overall helmet for everyday use. You know, it looks good, functions good, moves air. It's not loud. It's loud, I ain't gonna lie. I ride with earbuds, so that's not really a factor for me. When I have my earbuds in, I don't hear any weird wind noise. I still hear my exhaust. My exhausts are really loud on all my bikes. I still hear them, but it's not overwhelming. This one, even with earbuds in them, it's loud, you know. And this helmet comes with earbuds. I'm sorry, earplugs. So, you know, when a company is sending you earplugs with their helmets, they're probably trying to tell you something, you know. So anyway, hope this helps you out. And you know, if you guys want either one of them, or you have any questions, you know, just hit me up. We carry them at crashmotorgear.com. And yeah, hope this helps.